Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome to yet another episode of the Gold Blitz Banter. Blitz Banter with Jan Gustafsson. I'm being told we should throw chess in there for marketing reasons. So all these people that are on YouTube, they're looking for chess. That they will instantly be directed to Banter Blitz Chess with me. I also was told, no, I wasn't told that. I told you guys last time that I'm done winging it. It's time to dress up again. See, I got the pocket square, I got the tie, I got all the good stuff. This is a serious program where we play Blitz chess games. If you are a Chess24 premium member, challenge me to a 5-minute Blitz chess game. My name is Jan. You can find me right under the video you're watching if you're watching on chess24.com. Click on it, challenge me. We might play a lovely game of chess. If you're not a premium member yet, become one and we might play another lovely game of chess. Or it might be the same lovely game of chess. That's about all there is to it. In the meantime, we talk about stuff like normally how dirty this coffee mug is. That strangely bothers me a lot. Or we talk about my very limited interests. We talk about movies. We talk about comedy sometimes. We talk about TV shows. We talk about basketball. We talk about me and my Weltschmerz. I believe these are the topics that I covered. Bit of chess theory as well. Let me know in case I'm missing something. I'm also reading the chat on Chess24 where it currently says Gryffindor says, hi guys. Zimba7 says Stalker, and EasyRider27 says, hi Griff. So, now that we're all up to date, let us begin with a lovely game of chess. But who do we play? That is another very exciting part of this program. Me scrolling through the list of potential challengers before then randomly deciding on one. I am very, very sleepy today. Just in case you were wondering, I played some bullet games earlier. I consistently blundered the entire piece set. So, having said all that, let's play against Yusan. Is that... Oops, that looks wrong. But I can probably fix this. Even though it's also interesting to see the chat. But I wanted it to go to this window, not that window. So we have to do this, which is very sad because I had to temporarily... come on, stick to this window. Hashtag stick to chess. E4, Juzan says hi. I shall play c5 and also say hi. It's rude not to say hi. If they say hi to you, you might as well say hi or holla back. In the meantime, I'll try to bring the chat back up because who am I without the chatsters? Who am I without the chatsters? Doesn't make sense. Yeah. Anyway, a6 is a line of my childhood. I used to play this more, but I grew dissatisfied after pretty much all three of white's main moves. c4, bishop d3 or knight c3. Therefore, I did not play it much recently. Bishop c4 looks illogical to me because he's asking to be pushed around by Brian the b-pawn. And why would he want to do that? He's also offering me this pawn, which looks a little hot. But pawn is a pawn. And now he's blitzing out f4 as if this was all part of the master plan. But I'm a very experienced pawn grabber. You can't scare me by blitzing out f4. I don't think that makes a whole lot of sense. Knight c3. I should develop something as well, I guess. Maybe this guy. Bunch of tempting options here. But since he refuses to take my beloved bishop, There shall be, will, no second chance. E5, I'm not positive if that's the correct choice. But as usual, how bad can it be? Is the question we have to ask ourselves. And Carlson Superlight is saying we all came for NBA analysis, not the chess, right? Which is fair enough. I have to admit I didn't watch since... yeah, gotta sleep at night sometimes. So, what can I tell you? This Hayward injury is, of course, horrible, horrible thing. I didn't dare to watch it. I just watched some reactions tape and it looked like, sad, sad thing. And yeah, it feels even cynical to start talking about the Celtics' chances and all that stuff now. It's just, poor guy. So that's my main take. Warriors lost, but who cares, really? They still will win. Whatever, 68, 69 games. They were a little sloppy first game, just like last year. Does not really mean a whole lot. Other than that, I have very little to say. None of my fantasy team guys are in action yet. I only chose guys on crappy teams. So games like, who's playing, I believe, Portland versus Phoenix. That's a big game for me. Not like these fancy teams. So yeah, sorry, I have little to add. Knight g6 is cute. Does not threaten a whole lot though. As far as I can tell. But you gotta admire Juzan's jumpability, which is often an underrated skill in horses. And see, he keeps jumping around. Are we done jumping? The big Jumpowski. This is the level of wordplay you're gonna get here. Also the level of blunders, because I did miss knight d3. I saw it while I was saying something. So that's a bit of a bummer. Now, all of a sudden, instead of sort of winning, I'm an exchange down, sort of not winning, which, yeah, is less good than being sort of winning. That's the level of chess analysis you can expect here. I'm also down on the clock, so yeah, it's a hard knock life for us. I might lose. Very upsetting. But I told y'all I was trouble. You know that I'm no good. No draw. Yuuzhan offers me a draw. Not gonna be able to do it. What's the clock situation? I'm down on the clock. Oh, pawn, pawn, pawn. Gimme, 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 gimme. Sorry, got a little worked up there. That was a pawn. Now I have at least The Road to Chess Improvement. Good book, by the way. See, that's my references, like some 90s book. By Mr. Yermolinsky. But I have The Road to Pawn Improvement. A4, A3. What's the next square? A2, A1. So things were looking good already, but Rook F2 simplifies my task a little. As usual, a stellar first game. The drama, blunders. Yeah. Sorry, Yuuzhan. Yeah, Queen G5 was maybe not ideal. Maybe I should have taken that pawn. Here after Knight D3. Trouble. Loose pieces drop off. LPDO. Keep saying that normally. Don't listen to my own advice. Anyway, thanks for the game, Mr. Yuuzhan. Let's play... Whoa! A chess grandmaster! He's waited for years. He's patiently waited until I finally became old, washed up, and sleepy today. I am Tari from Norway. Welcome, Mr. Tari, to the show. He goes knight f3, f5, which of course is an insult already, because we all know that f5 is a horrible, horrible, horrible move. And he's trying to say, not only will I crush you, old man, but I will crush you by weakening my king's position on the very first move. So I don't know how to continue this game. This level of disrespect by someone who I've never had a bad word for. Maybe I did, I can't remember. Like Mr. Tari is shocking to me. Let's see, knight e5 is a line here, leads to funny looking positions. And knight a5 is another line, which leads to less funny looking positions. How does this go? You can play b6, I guess, or c5 takes... I can't remember any further. But in general, I'm optimistic about white's chances in all those positions, because the black king is a little exposed, since he played one f5. Wasn't me. Rook ac1 might be a bit passive. I wanted to make sure he doesn't take here. I think if I play a normal move like rook ft1, taking on c3 would not be high on his list of options anyway. Bishop d7, are you threatening any jumps? Nothing. See, my th comes and goes. Nothing too scary, I would guess. Still, is this a blunder already? Bishop c3 now, knight d4. That would have been very sad if the game had ended like that on move number 3. But didn't happen. So now what's going on? I'm slightly better? Maybe? Maybe not. Knight d5 or b3 look like the natural moves. Knight d5, bishop b2, knight e7, king f7, rook c2. Nah, let's play this. But in general, yeah, exchanging queens is inconsistent. Because now the weakness of his king, because of his horrible, horrible first move f5, is less pronounced. What's this position? Am I still better here? Not by much, I would guess. What goes where? c5 is an option. I would guess he just takes rook c5, knight c6. And I don't have much to brag about. Knight d4 looks like a normal move, but then rook ac8. Long story short, I don't really know what I'm doing. Yeah, I guess I'll do nothing. b4, is that a move? Not sure that does a whole lot either. But it randomly occurred to me. So I did the usual thing. Think about some move to play for around 1 minute of your 5 minutes. And then spend about 8 seconds. Not even 8 seconds. Literally 1 second to think, oh, b4, shiny new object. Let's do it instantly. So basically, knight d3, knight d4, knight f4. We could go knight e5, I guess. We shall see. g5 is also very logical. Now, before it's too late, I should go for this. But bishop b3, yeah. Nothing to write home about, as usual. No, knight d4 also legal. Ugh, I wish my brain worked a little faster. But unfortunately, it does not. Saddest thing is, I saw this rook c1, b6, and I can't take on c5 multiple times. But I still thought, must make a move. I did not see knight d3, now this is pathetic. Oh, we're in for a lot of self-loathing already. Now I somehow managed to blunder a pawn and end up in a pretty lost endgame instead of a good endgame, which is not ideal. e5, I would guess. Takes an e5 should also do the trick. Yeah, this is quite hopeless. Not my proudest game. I keep getting crushed by grandmasters and I get very upset about it on this show. Thinking, in the old days, I would have lost more slowly. Good game, Aryan. Yeah, just horrible handling of the position by yours truly. But you're used to that. Anyway, thanks for showing up, Mr. Tari. Have you been doing good? I don't even know. I was gonna say he's been doing good recently, but I can't remember. I do remember he won the first round of the World Cup, so that was good. Then that's all I know. Is he 2600 nowadays? Should be, or in the neighborhood. I don't know stuff. Anyway, good game, Mr. Tari. Bad game, Mr. Jan. Same old, same old. And let us play against Sirocco. Mr. Sirocco from Spain. Goes e4 as well. I should go here. What do I do this time around? Pelican? Good old Pelican. Haven't played the Pelican for a while. Now they're opening. I used to play more. Knight takes c6 sort of takes. I don't know, white's fun out of it, I would say. More than my fun. Looks like Sirocco's been here before. Takes and goes bishop d3. Doesn't strike me as a very challenging way to play after e5. 98% of the world's population plays knight db5 with good reason. Want to fight for that d5 square. But Sirocco likes to go his own way, and who can blame him? I think we can all blame him. This does not look right to me. Some tricks looming. Knight h2 followed by queen h4 check. I don't think that's a very good position for Sirocco. Because, he exposed his king a little early. Queen e1 does parry. My one idea though. Didn't see queen e1. I was already thinking, okay, tricked him. Same old, same old. Mentally, I was already thinking. And the level of banter is top notch as well. What can I do? Bishop f2, rook f2, queen h4, g3 is not the solution. Can't think of a move, which is often a problem when you're playing blitz chess. Nah, I don't like my position anymore after queen e1. So, do I have to eat a lot of humble pie? Ugh, very unpleasant. Yeah, I couldn't see a good move. I hate playing ef4. But if I play something like queen f6 or whatnot, then h3 just forces me to do more things I don't want to do. So, time to have a hard look at the perspectives. The perspective. The prospects of my position. And say, ugh. This does not bode well for me. Queen g3 looks logical. Yes, and because of my time wasting, because I was so proud of myself that I thought I tricked him with knight g4, knight h2, my position is not very desirable. Here or here? Not sure. By the way, the word desirable sounds strange. Can we change it to desirable? I think that sounds better. Not sure we'll get a majority for the desirable, but the majority is not always right. Okay, the popular vote is normally right. But, as for the game, I'm hanging around. Not all that pleased with my position, but not all that displeased either. Boy, I'm very sleepy today. Excuses. I'm very easily making up excuses. Mr. Sirocco. CP Counter is saying, I don't like Jan, his pos, TBH. That's a confusing statement if I've ever seen any, Mr. CP Counter. Do you mean that, to be honest, you don't like my position? And you're throwing in the to be honest as a bit of a disclaimer because you don't want to hurt my feelings by disrespecting my position? Or what are you trying to say? I don't like Jan, his position, TBH, could mean so many things. Do you mean you don't like my posture? Or you don't like me the way I'm sitting there? It's, ugh. There's so much in that sentence. Is it even a sentence? Am I getting checkmated? So many open questions. H4 is a good move. Might get checkmated by Mr. Sirocco. Yeah, it's unpleasant. Not happy. Rule of thumb, if you have to go h5, something's gone wrong. Just in general. All right, it was an exciting field trip all the way to a5. But it's time to go back home. You've seen the world, Queen. You had a little sneak peek at what it's like on the other side. And we've learned that the grass is not always greener on the A file. Sometimes it's nice to be on D7. Defend our co-worker on D5. Because I don't differentiate between pieces. The pawn on D5 is just as dear a friend to me as the queen on D7. Which might explain my troubles with all the pawn grabbing and the queen blundering that I've been experiencing recently. Maybe in chess we have to stick to some sort of, what's the word? Elitism? Is that a word? In order, or at least favoritism, in order to get by. Because treating all our pieces as equals won't work. Queen is more powerful and more important than a pawn. It's important to call a pawn a pawn. Gotta give it straight to these pawns. Now, I lost the pawn, but life continues. I'm not even worse, most likely. Had I lost the queen, however, I would probably be worse. Obviously, I'm still playing terribly. But we might or might not be used to that at this point in the program. Check. All right. Thanks for the game, Mr. Sirocco. Let's see if we have any more challenges from members of the Norwegian national team trying to break my spirit from their mountains. Don't you think, I don't know, that you're out to drive me to insanity? And the bad news about it is, it's gonna work. Doesn't take much. It's a small push to push me over the line. But in the meantime, while I still have half of my senses working, like my sense of smell. No, my sense of smell has always been terrible. I don't smell a thing and I don't hear very well, which is why I'm yelling all the time. I used to have very good eyes, so I have that going for me. I see quite well. Less well nowadays because after, whatever, 25 years of staring at screens non-stop, that's probably 30 years by now, I think your eyes deteriorate a little bit, but my eyesight, I would still say, it's a plus. What other senses do we have? Feel? Yeah, I don't really enjoy human contact, like physical contact, of course, because I'm a chess player. But I believe my sense of feel, I don't know. Can you like be good and bad at feeling? I don't have a lot of feelings, but I think that's a different discussion. Yeah, I think it's quite well developed. I hope it doesn't bother you that I do this. And I should also switch to the game against Dishman, because we are almost missing out on an exciting opening. After d6, I shall play the move bishop d2. I once played bishop g5, h6, bishop d2 here, trying to be extra fancy in a game against, I believe, Luc Wienans, Belgium Grandmaster. But I have wised up. In the meantime, rook e8, there was some line. Can I go e4, e5, d5 here? Looks stupid. Nah, looks too stupid. How does this go? Generally, it can't be too bad to go e3, e5 takes, and white is normally slightly better in all these positions, so I've never been a big fan of black setup from the black side. What's in the chat? Carl Nearing says, Jan needs a hug today. But yeah, that's the problem with us nerds and avoiding physical contact. Not a lot of hugs to be had. But yeah, I hear you. I hear you, that doesn't even make any sense. Now it's getting creepier. More people chiming in on my hackneedery. Hutumi is saying, I better not say anything, since Jan just see it as me begging for a game. That comment I certainly do see as you begging for a game. What are we doing now? Are we naming our location? Memphis, Tennessee, USA. Wow. Netherlands, Rome. This is interesting, actually. Portland, Oregon. Because I just see screen names. Normally, you don't associate it. That it's real people from real places. So this is an interesting little game. Sparrowfan is from Iași, Romania. Mountbank is from Podunk. And our module says nice, which could mean he thinks something is nice or that he's from Nice in France. It's very hard to determine at this point, for me at least. As for the game, I guess I'm slightly better, but it's nothing special to be perfectly frank with you. And N2811 says he's from Sauerland. Do you in the morning sing the Sauerland song? Sauerland, mein Herz schlägt für das Sauerland. I'm assuming that's what people do in Sauerland, but I could be wrong. Nah, I think I'm correct about that. Dr. Sausage says he's from Santa Monica, Cowabunga. Not Santa Monica, California, but Santa Monica, Cowabunga. Fuchsia saying Halle the Diva in Grey, Germany. Which Halle? Halle Saale or Halle Westfalen? Diva in Grey. I'm guessing Halle Saale. I went to the army. Yeah, I showed up once a month and said hi. But I was stationed. Was I stationed? Is that the word? In Halle Saale? As for the game, I normally don't like this e4 move because after f4 the black minor pieces don't make a whole lot of sense unless you get something drastic happening, like putting a rook on d3. But that's, yeah, it's a high price to pay to activate your pieces. Because I will take the exchange, probably be quite happy about it. Rook ad1, yeah, I'm playing very weirdly today. I think I should actually just play rook ae1 and keep all rooks on the board, because this rook doesn't have any entry squares on the d file anyway. So rook ad1 is more of a product of not delving right to the heart of the position. Karnering is saying one game to rule them all. What game would that be? Is it me or is it a bit dark in here? Did I switch on all the lights? Yeah, I think I did. I don't know. Feels like... Oh, this chair turns. Feels like I should probably press this button, what's called white balancer. I don't know, is it called white balancer? WB? Could also mean way behind, but I guess it means white balancer. White balancing. Queen b2, I don't know, I shouldn't tempt him to go rook d3. That's still bad, I would guess. Shaba's in a German train? How do you have internet in a German train? They have this new Wi-Fi, but it doesn't really work, does it? Well, it's better than it used to be, I would guess. Or I do know it's better than it used to be, because there used to be nothing. But it's still not that impressive, is it? And Mr. Sam244 says, "You're awesome, Jan. Thank you so much. That's the digital version of a hug. That's what I needed today." And he says, "Cheers from Denmark." Greetings to Denmark. I've been to Denmark. I've been to Brøndby Strand, but it's been like half a year now. So, no, haven't been to Denmark for a while. And Orfoy is asking, is there actually Wi-Fi in German trains by now? Yeah, that's what we're discussing. There's something in ICEs, but it's not great to put it mildly. It's not like grabbing a pawn on g7. It's more like grabbing a pawn on a7. It sometimes works. Or on b7 is probably more accurate. Sometimes works, but more often than not, it will be a blunder to even try to do it. Shaba says, I get 200 megabytes of Wi-Fi on the ICE. I wonder what happens when I use it up. Only 200 megabytes? I thought as an esteemed ICE baby rider, you would get unlimited bandwidth, which then doesn't work very well. But apparently not. Anyway, I'm in the process of flagging Dishman. I have to just keep up appearances for another 20 seconds. Here we go. That was less than 20 seconds. One Tough Gustafsson. That's not a weird username. Says once you figure out the correlation between the 8 human blood types and the 8 length width of the board, being a GM is pretty easy, in my opinion. Yeah, good point. Calneering is wondering, do tinfoil hats block Wi-Fi? I'm not following. Like even the banter is way over my head today. Let's play another game of chess? Chess of game? What we got here? Oh! Another of the Norwegians out to get me. You guys might think, I don't know what you're doing, but I do know what you're doing. But since I enjoy getting into a bit of an existential crisis because of losing to you evil, soulless international or grandmasters from the lovely country of Norway. Am I overstating this? Nah, I think that's accurate. I forgot how I started my sentence. I was mainly complaining. Queen c2. What am I supposed to do? There's the Jon Ludwig hammer variation with c5 followed by d4. Is it? I can't remember. Let's go c5 then, think. dc. I'm supposed to give a check, right? Big theoretician discovered chess. Is this theory or am I supposed to go queen c5? Maybe I was supposed to go queen c5. We shall discover that along this exciting journey. All of this looks vaguely familiar. Isn't it some old Ivanchuk game? I'm sure I covered it in one of my critically acclaimed video series. But critically acclaimed by myself, of course. But you can trust me when I tell you I cannot remember a single thing. So what is going on here? What does he want? He wants knight e4 maybe. Could go f5 then, I guess. e4. What do I want? I want to keep my pawn and stuff. And I probably want to not give up the d file. Is all of this theory? I'm very discombobulated by the speed of his moves. Maybe it's all in the book. Where do I go? Here? Weird square. I have to admit. Rook d1. Seems like he still has not given up on the idea of annoying me along the d file, which I guess is fair enough. I'm gonna have to shut up a bit and put on my thinking hat. Where's my thinking hat? So I can hang in there. Queen c4 and game. How bad is this? Slightly unpleasant, I guess, but can't be too bad, can it? Knight d7, I guess I should take. Rook takes. Either take on b2 or rook c8 should be tenable. The royal tenables. I want this rook here. G4, so aggressive. Decisions. Nah, King d8 is dumb. Was dumb. We should talk about such indiscretions in the past tense. I'm drifting. Once again, playing like a total moron. Just getting a bit upsetting that I keep making insane moves. I'm gonna lose every game. Yep, this is lost again. Congratulations to me. Even the thinking hat did not save it. Good game. Discover chess. Tough luck to me. You lost again. 0 out of 2 versus Norway today. Is there more Norwegians I can lose to in this show? Let's find one. King e7 was insane. Like, I'm probably still slightly worse. But where was it? Yeah, here. To allow rook c7, not my proudest moment. Well, play b4 and rook b5 or whatnot. Should. The game continues, at least. Yeah, shouldn't be too bad. Anyway, yay me. Another one. Oh, there's more Grandmasters, so I can continue getting crushed. Pawnholder. I think I lost my last game to Pawnholder as well. I'm on a killing spree. No, he's tanking after knight c3. That is a surprising choice. This is my line. I made a video series about this. Promise it doesn't promise you very much after c5 and knight a6. But you can't always get what you want. maybe it's been played a bit too much by now. This stuff, pawnholder does not seem overly surprised. Well, I can't remember my own nonsense. I can go bishop f4 here, right? g5, there's c5. Just a bit of an important tactic. And if knight d7, I believe I have some rook e1 based lines. Duke Crusher says, Jan, you must have more confidence. Thanks, that's good life advice, Mr. Duke Crusher. So pawnholder went for this g5 business, but I think it's a risky decision, to put it mildly, in this position. Queen c3, because his king does get a little exposed. So many choices. Not sure this was the best of the available choices, but it was a legal move. Still a lot of options. I can't decide which. Here's a weakness I did not have in the old days. I was just making moves. I had more confidence. And now just staring at positions without coming up with anything. Expecting him to take on g5. Maybe he sees something I don't that makes him second guess that option. I couldn't really find anything too spectacular here. Can I pre-move this? He has to take on f6 because otherwise knight e4 wins. But of course you don't want to gamble. On something like this and then regret it later. f4 is a bit double-edged because it weakens my own king as well. I want to stop him from going. And what is it? e5. But yeah, did weaken my own king as well, as we've mentioned. So what's going on here? Queen c6, bishop a6. That could be an issue. So should I go here? Oh man. So slow. Yeah, I don't really think I'm better here. But I didn't want to make a draw, which is normally not a great way to live your life. Or maybe it is. Expertly placing my pawns on light squares so you can take them all. It's getting a little embarrassing, frankly. G4 and H3. Who plays like that? Okay. H3 is really... This is the most tilting move of all the dumb moves I've played today. I'm more disgusted with myself than usual, which is not an easy achievement. Want to flag me here, pawn holder? Is that the goal? Nah. Pretty horrible game. But yeah, I believe we've now reached rock bottom. Rock bottom? See, I can't even pronounce bottom. That's probably because I don't wear pyjama bottoms. And we might as well stay there. That's my real fear. Not really hitting rock bottom, but not mustering the energy to climb out of there. So what else is going on? I'll be going on tour this weekend. I have a simul in Schachdorf-Strübeck, where I've never been. So looking forward to that. Then I will be going to Baden-Baden, where I might or might not play or do other stuff in the German Bundesliga. So, busy schedule. Oh, aggressive. Sushi MD goes for the Evans Gambit. Castle, I believe, is not supposed to be the critical move. They normally go like queen b3, queen d7, de, bishop b6. That's a line people have been playing, which, as far as I know, is just fine for black. But you always have to be careful. Putting a lot of pressure on my poor position, Mr. Sushi. I'm willing to pay for my freedom in form of the d6 pawn. Nah, alright. Was a one-time offer only. What's happening in the chat? Diwali is no slouch to Christmas in terms of number of people celebrating or its spiritual mythological significance. Would be nice for mainstream media to not play it down. I'm ignorant enough, I literally don't know what Diwali is. So apologies if... No, I don't think it's addressed to me, but let's look up Diwali. So at least we learned something today. Diwali or Deepavali is the Hindu festival of lights, celebrated every year in autumn in the northern hemisphere, spring in southern hemisphere. It is an official holiday in Fiji, Guyana, India, Malaysia, Mauritius, Myanmar, Nepal, Singapore, Sri Lanka, Suriname, Trinidad and Tobago, and recently Sindh province in Pakistan. One of the most popular festivals of Hinduism, spiritually signifies the victory of light over darkness, good over evil, knowledge over ignorance, and hope over despair. That sounds like an excellent festival for me to learn about today. So I'll hang in there in the spirit of Diwali. I hope I got that right. And play this move. Still a pawn up. What to do next? At some point, I should contemplate this, but currently it would activate this bishop, so probably not the brightest of ideas. Knight c4 is coming, which is bothering me a tad. This move maybe? Little double-edged positionally, but I thought he can't take on a7 because of knight c6. Or I didn't calculate further, but something might happen. What else is going on? Mikael J saying, ooh, Christoph Zilecki is streaming in 30 minutes. Get off the stream in time, Jan. I'm not sure what your perception of a stream is, but it is actually possible to have multiple streams at the same one. That's the beauty of the internets and all these TV channels we have nowadays. You can choose what to watch. Having said all that, I'll be done in 30 minutes. No worries. You won't miss a second of all this. I don't even have words. Highly entertaining spectacle. That is Banter Blitz combined with ignorance for religious holidays and everything else. Michael J says, I can't focus on more than one stream, Jan. That's the thing, you can choose. It's the beauty of it. I understand it's a struggle. Like every time I fire up my Netflix, I think, ugh, too many choices. And then I go, can't find anything. Let's check Amazon Prime. Then I think, okay, I couldn't decide on any of the million choices on Netflix. So I might as well pay these €4.99 to watch this movie on Amazon Prime. And then not watch it. That's my typical evening plans. Am I gonna get in trouble against Sushi MD as well? I should say I'm doing this on purpose to diminish the achievements of the people that crushed me earlier. But the sad truth is, I'm not. I'm just playing badly. Bluesy is asking, why isn't Netflix in your 6 favorite websites, Jan? Is that a stalkery thing where I accidentally opened a browser window and you checked what websites were in there? I don't know. What is in my 6 favorite websites? How does this work? Have I opened this? NBA, and that's ESPN, I guess, YouTube, Facebook, Chess24, live chess ratings, my email, Twitter, and what is this? Live stream? The live stream is surprising. Oh yeah, this is the work computer. I guess that's the main explanation, it's the work computer. And I also tend to watch Netflix on my TV. I have a smart TV, not on my computer. It's called smart TV, it's not. I'm not sure it's that smart. What's going on here? Opponent disconnected? That'd be a pity. You're playing a good game, Sushi MD. And Guillaume FL says Netflix removes good stuff too quickly and without notice. Yeah, I wanted to watch what's called Interstellar the other day, which used to be on Netflix, and then it disappeared. It was heartbreaking. Speaking of disappearing and heartbreaking, Sushi MD disconnected and could not reconnect in time, which is a bit heartbreaking because he's actually doing fine. I don't think I'm better. Queen e4 or whatever, Queen c3, and he move h4. And yeah, white is fine. Shaba says, shouldn't you have a work account for your work browser? I guess so, yeah. Can you write an email of complaint to, I don't know, support@chess24.com and tell them, I think Jan is checking his ESPN websites at work. That should not be allowed. Please put him in line. What else can I do? When it comes to emails, I do have a work email. This is not any Hillary Clinton or any Trump advisor business here. Strictly separated. Is that true? Probably not. What time is it? Can we end this suffering? Let's play Urfeuer. See, I'm steaming so much that I almost played one e6, the French, which I shall never play. But the Alekhine is not on my list of openings not to play. I played this position a lot in Bullet because I always pre-move knight b6, expecting that they might play c4. After knight f3, I play d5. Then they play something, and I play bishop g4, e6, c5. Normally I win these Bullet games somehow. Having said all that, it's probably not a good idea to play knight f6, knight d5, knight b6 on the first three moves. Here h3 is a good move, because if I were to play bishop h5, he could play e6. That would be very inconvenient, so I have to take and play e6, and this is not a good position. Khutumi, help me out here, because you said you better not say anything because it might be interpreted by me as you begging for a game, and now you say I'm an alien and I'm leaving Earth tomorrow. Hope to get a game with Jan before I leave. What would you describe this as if not begging for a game? Just curious. I want to understand. Because I think we should not try to fight aliens. We should try to understand them. I watched Starship Troopers and I learned my lesson. What happens when you try to fight giant bug aliens. So I believe we should understand each other. Like this movie Arrival, which was boring though. It's such an overhyped movie. I should be careful not to say anything about critically acclaimed movies, because the other day I said, slightly tongue-in-cheek maybe, that Chris Hemsworth and all the other Hemsworth were my favorite character actors. And people said, how can he say that? He is such a buffoon about the theater. And yeah, if I say that the guy that played Thor, it's the only movie that I've seen with him, my favorite character actor, you might take the possibility in account that I said it tongue-in-cheek. See, I'm very defensive. Not just today. I'm always very defensive. HMac is saying, Jan looking down on us by naming our excitement as begging. I'm sorry you feel that way, but no, I would never name your excitement as begging. I was just referring to our friend Khutumi, who verbatim said earlier on that anything he says will be interpreted by me as him begging for a game. Fuxia says, Arrival is the best music I've ever heard in a movie. Does it? I can't remember a thing about Arrival. I think I watched it on a plane, on not a giant screen. So, yeah, I wasn't into it. Was this spoiler alert, I guess? I'm not sure if it's a spoiler, since I can't remember anything. It's gonna be hard to spoil. Was these weird aliens that sort of, thought in time as a flat circle, like some True Detective business? I didn't really get the movie, I guess. Can I go here? Doesn't make a lot of sense, but feels nice, doesn't it? Janstar1978 is asking, are there any good movies about chess? I still haven't seen a lot. I always tell people Fresh is my favorite movie about chess, but it's not really about chess. I was not a big fan of the Magnus movie. I think it was well done and so on. But I did not like the way it portrayed Carlsen, because I can't claim to know him very well. This narrative of the introvert genius, blah blah blah, who when he opens a book he sees all these weird lines and connections and so on. I don't know. I feel it's a bit worn out when it comes to chess stuff, and it didn't feel like it applied to Magnus. As for the game, I'm not very surprised to be blundering all my pieces against Warfire either. I have not played great chess today. Some would argue that I have played fantastic chess. But they'd be wrong. Jay Elman says, I did not see Arrival, but I saw The Arrival with Charlie Sheen. Pretty strange movie. That sounds pretty strange. I haven't seen that one, even though I'm a fan of Mr. Sheen's work normally. I'll go check it out, I guess. So how can I swindle Urfeuer here, being a piece down for not all that much? Queen e3 maybe. Let's just kick against the ball and see where it lands. Is that an applicable metaphor? The Majestic is asking, yeah, what do you think about Rashid Neshmedinov games? Can't say I've studied Neshmedinov's games in great detail. My best guess is that he had a couple cool attacking games and a lot of horrible games too that have not stuck in our memory. But I would have to go look at his games a little more. I do recall one or two stylish Sicilian attacking games from the good old manuals. I haven't seen Searching for Bobby Fischer, but yet somehow I never felt like watching that movie. Maybe I should. I also haven't seen what's the new one, the Tobey Maguire one, the Pawn Sacrifice. I haven't heard great things from chess dudes about it though. So yeah, I'm not very educated on the genre of chess movies. But I feel we have the wonderful genre of chess and the wonderful genre of movies. By the way, Urfeuer, why are you playing so well? Bishop h7? Madness. What was I saying? Yeah, I don't feel a big hole in my life by not having more great chess movies to watch. Bishop h6, he keeps Urfeuering on all cylinders. What does this game have? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Is my rook trapped? Yeah, things don't look good. Well, I'll win on time, I guess. Now my competitive juices are flowing again, because I feel threatened by Mr. Urfeuer. Why would you do that to me, Urfeuer? Why? Queen h4 was wrong, I would guess. Janstar 1978 is saying, Jan, you're watching many movies and TV series, which by the way is also not true. Used to be true though, I guess. What about gaming? PS4, Xbox? No, I don't do that at all. There's only that many hours in a day. And believe it or not, I don't have a life. I was gonna say I have a life, but that's not true. But I do have a family. So catching up on crappy movies, on hanging out here doing nonsense. And long story short, now I shouldn't make up stuff I'm doing all day. I'm not doing anything all day, and not playing video games is part of my doing nothing all day routine. HMax keeps plugging. Think you'd like Searching for Bobby Fischer? I might check it out one day, but I probably won't, to be honest. No offense to anybody who's in it and so on. I haven't heard it's a bad movie. It's just, yeah. The title, some of the title is off-putting. Isn't it? Maybe not. Urfeuer does resign. That was an odd game. But well played, Urfeuer. Alright, any more title players that want to crush me? I'm playing I shouldn't say normally I'm this tremendous fourth. But today I'm playing really badly. Let's see if we have anybody. Let's not play Mr. Dodgy. That's the one defeat I would not be able to live with. Losing to Dodgy Boy would be too much. And today, let's face it, it's very likely that I would lose. A lot of challenges. I do appreciate that. That looks like we're done with Le Grand Maîtres. Then let's play the next best thing. What's going on here? I don't know what's going on. But I clicked on somebody. Mr. Gaza, you know. He goes e4. I shall play e5. Let's play the most aggressive opening known to men, the Petrov. What else is going on? Jules Pourse is saying, "Hello Jan, sorry for bad English. I'm German. No problem whatsoever." That's actually how I should open every show. Sorry for bad English. I am German. Never stop me. He says, "I'm very new and just bought premium. Do you have advice how to get good?" That depends on the definition and so on. For example, which and in which order should I start the video series? Once again, I guess that depends a little on your chess level. My favorite one, and I'm mainly saying that because I'm in it and I learned a lot from it, is the prophylactic thinking with Artur Yusupov and by Artur Yusupov, because Artur really did all the work, all the material is his. And I thought I learned a lot from that, but I think there is a lot to learn for all levels from that. So I don't know. I think it's an interesting starting point. If you say it's way over your head, I understand. But yeah, that's the one that always comes to mind for me first. As for this game here, not sure what's going on. I'm scared that Gaza, you know, will just mercilessly checkmate me. But sometimes we have to confront our fears. CD3 looks strange to me. I think Queen D3 was more in the spirit, maybe. Now, where do I put my pieces? I could go B6 or B5, maybe, and put the bishop on B7. I think I'll go C5, Queen A5, maybe use this bishop on E6. If I can use it there, need it there. Yago 666 asked, the question has probably been asked dozens of times, but what books would you recommend? Particularly interested in endgame books. Have you ever seen me play an endgame? On a serious note though, I've never been big on the technical endgame study. If you want to do that, then yeah, Dvoretsky's endgame manual is excellent. I don't know, I'm sure there's newer books out that I'm not aware of. The one endgame book that I found useful and it gave me a boost when I read it, which is like 20 years ago, I should probably reread it at some point, is Shereshevsky's Endgame Strategy. That covers more like general blah blah principles and so on. So I think that's a good book when it comes to endgames. Other than that, I can't say I'm very well read on the topic. When I was a child, I read Keres Practical Chess Endgames. Or I think it was in German, Praktische Endspiele. I'm not sure if it's what's called in English. But I guess, yeah, the Dvoretsky book, or this, what else did I read? Müller-Lamprecht, they have a similar book, Fundamental Chess Endings. Saying I read those is a bit of a stretch, by the way. Like, I used to own them at some point, but I did not work through them systematically. Because as you can see by my endgame play, really doesn't stick. Like, my brain can't, or refuses to digest endgame information. It's decent with opening information, but endgame information, you can teach me f and h pawn versus rook, rook f and h versus rook 1,000 times, like I won't remember a single thing. So yeah, I don't know, I'm sure there's plenty of endgame books out there. The one I recommend is Cherysheevsky's endgame strategy. But that might be because I'm very old. What's going on in this position? I shall go here with the sole intention of grabbing that bishop, should it ever be undefended. The other sole intention is to go bishop c2, bishop b3, checkmate on a2. But the main sole intention is grab that bishop, should it ever be undefended. Looks like he's seen through my plan. Doesn't want me to do it. It's very upsetting. Are we exchanging some chess cliches in the chat? Rook endgames are the most difficult ones and the most common. Yep. The proof of the pudding. The proof is in the pudding? See, I can't even think of a cliche. You gotta put your money where your mouth is. The Majestic is saying, Jan, I live in Karlsbad, Karlovy Vary, Czech Republic. I know where that is. Do you think it would be possible to organize a small tournament in our city as a tribute to the Karlsbad formation? Any advice? I guess my city would be more than happy. That's an important structure. Don't you have a tournament? You have this... In Karlsbad, don't they have this... What do I call it? Snowflakes versus veterans, something like that? Where you have ladies playing against grandmasters in the best years. As for organizing tournaments, I'm the wrong person to ask, because I've never organized one. I probably would not be any good at it. But of course, by all means, go ahead. I'm sure you can. Maybe you can have a themed tournament where everybody has to play the Karlsbad formation. Sounds good to me. I thought he might blunder his queen. Just as a courtesy to me. I didn't want to do it. Mikhail J is really concerned about me not ending this show this very minute, because Christoph Zielecki's Banter Blitz show is about to start. Go there already, Mikhail. Please, go. This pressure of ending within the show within the next 2 minutes is just overwhelming for me. Please leave, Mikhail. Consider this show to be over. I more or less consider this game to be over. Because, you know, I have this pawn. And Gaza resigns with 0.3 seconds on the clock. That is impressive. That's impressive self-control. As for the game, I don't know. Like I said, I did not like, of course, it's not decisive or anything. I did not like c takes d3 here. Queen d3 is much more in the spirit of playing on the open lines and keeping all these pawns in front of your king to give extra shelter. And we shall now play the last game of the day against somebody. What about Mr. Fizz? Mr. Fizz plays e4. And I shall play e5. Good old Italian. I have a feeling we might finally get a proper Choco Piano. The most exciting opening of all, which has recently become extremely popular, especially at the highest level. But normally, all other levels follow suit. Oh, and this is a 3-minute game. I think I've told people plenty, please challenge me to 5-minute games. But I'm never consistent, because normally I don't look at it. And then we end up playing 3-minute games. Anyway, so yeah, please 5-minute, because blah blah blah, more time to banter and all that. Is this all theory? I guess so. B4 now. Can you do that? Sure you can do that. The question is, what do I do about it? Should be 6, of course, the most natural of moves here. G4 doesn't really concern me. B5 doesn't really bother me either. Let's find out. Bishop E7 is always a very worthy alternative. Because, yeah, you don't have to worry about some other shenanigans and you keep the B6 square for the knight. But here, looked like bishop B6. Is the way to go. He goes A4. I guess A6. I rarely have to be asked twice, or even once, to perform some acts of pawn grabbery, even though I might have blundered a piece here, because I'm very blunder prone today. After bishop b2, I'm going to have to take a very hard look how to extricate that knight from his corner. B5 or knight a4, followed by b5, I will guess, but none of it looks very satisfying. And what else? Shouldn't pre-move AB, because if he goes AB, knight b5 might actually be a better move. So let's see what happens. Bishop f7 doesn't quite work, therefore probably best is just to go bishop c3, bc, and queen c4, or whatever. With, I don't know what the position is like. He goes AB. And now I promise to give this move a long hard look. Done with the long hard look. Gimme. What's going on? I'm currently pawn up, is that accurate? I tried to count the pawns, but I failed. So I'm gonna continue to proceed under the assumption that I'm currently pawn up. Should it turn out that it's equal pawns, I'll be very upset. But I still believe that I'm a pawn up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 versus... see, that's where I went wrong. I tried to count till 6, but I failed. Could only count till 5. Versus... whatever. You get the idea. I'm a pawn up, but I might lose it all back on some squares. How do I do this? Let's go here. Questioning Mr. Knighty Knight where to go, and if he goes knight c1, I would like to go c5 and b4. Not sure that's any good, but I'd like to do it. Problem with b4 is after rook b7. Don't really see where this is going, so I'll start with this and this. Now hope that my passed pawns are better than his passed pawns. Which now looks like it shall come true. Sorry, Mr. Fizz. Thank you for the game, though. So I believe that brings us to the end of today's show. Pity we did not get to play against Hutumi. Apologies to Hutumi, we ran out of time. Apologies to Mikael J for overusing our time budget. So he had to be trapped between 2 streams for 3 minutes. Apologies to Chess for the way I played. What else do we have to apologize for? Apologies to the Norwegian national team, because now they will be in high spirits after crushing me. Then they will be brought back down to earth during the European Team Championship when they have to play real chess players and they notice, we should have spent our time studying the Berlin defense instead of the King's Gambit. I'm not sure if they studied the King's Gambit. Probably they aren't. Thank you guys for coming, for hanging out in the chat, all the good stuff. I'll be on the road for a while. If you happen to be nearby Schachtorf-Schlübeck on Friday or nearby Baden-Baden on the weekend, come say hi. See you guys then. Until next time.